Today I'm going to demonstrate how to thread the Bernina 330 machine. There are two parts to it. There is the top part that goes from the spool pin to the needle. Then there's the bottom part that includes the bobbin case, and both of those together go into the bottom of the machine. The first part of threading the sewing machine is to insert the bobbin into the bobbin case. In order to do that, we need to make sure that the thread tail from the bobbin is coming up on the left side of the bobbin. When we tug on that thread tail, it should turn in a clockwise manner. Then we simply lift and lower the bobbin into the bobbin case. And now we have our thread tail that is coming out from the random side of the bobbin. Now we have to turn that around until that thread tail comes in between that little gap in the machine, in the bobbin case. So I turn that around and I fit it into that gap in the side of the bobbin case. Then I'm going to gently pull it to the left so that it slides under that metal plate, and then it clicks into place in between those two little prongs on the metal plate. The way I can tell that I've done this correctly is that when I pull on the thread tail, the bobbin still turns clockwise, and if I hold it up, it doesn't fall down and it maintains its tension. So that is how I know I did that correctly. Once I have the bobbin in the bobbin case and the thread is coming underneath that metal plate and it pulls clockwise, then I'm ready to put this into the bottom of the machine. Now that we have the bobbin in the bobbin case, we're ready to put it into the bottom area of the machine. So in order to do that, it's really simple. All we do is just turn the bobbin case so that the outside of the bobbin case is towards us. And then we're going to fit it right in this circle area inside the bobbin case holder. The biggest thing when we are doing this is to make sure that this finger extension on the bobbin case is in the correct spot in the top up here. The finger should be in the up position. So when I put it in, making sure my thread tail is out, when I slide it in, I'm just going to wiggle until it finds that space. If you can see in there, you can see that there's a special area that the finger stops in. Then I push it in so that it just has a very, very slight wiggle, but it should not be turning all the way around. Then you have this extra thread tail. All you have to do is take that thread tail and slide it through this thread cutter. Just slide it on down and it cuts our excess thread, and then we can close this and that part is ready to sew. Now that we have the bobbin and bobbin case into the bottom part of the machine, we're ready to put our spool onto our spool pin and thread the top of the machine. So the first thing obviously is to just stick the spool onto the spool pin. It does not matter if your thread is coming from the front side or the back side. And what you're going to do is then you're going to take this thread and you're going to go under this metal piece that sticks out. So I'll show that again. All I did was go under and pull up. And so now it's hooked under that metal piece. Then I come down this gap in the machine and I just follow these arrows on the machine. And I come down on the right side of this big metal extension, and then I swing it under this metal piece. Then I keep going up, and I'm going to form a U type of curve, and I'm going to come up on this right side of this metal piece called the take-up lever, and I swing down on the left. When I do that, that thread hooks into that take-up lever. If you cannot see the thread right there, then you have not done it correctly. After you go into the take-up lever, you just come down to the top of the needle, and there is this big metal hook. you're going to take the thread and you go behind the right side of that hook. And what that does is that aligns the thread so that it is right in front of the needle. And then once you're done with that, all you have to do is go through the needle. Then you should have your extra thread tail, and that should be hanging out to the left side of the machine. Make sure that you have at least a 3 or 4 inch thread tail left from your needle. So the 3 parts you need to make sure that the machine is threaded correctly is you need to have the bobbin into the bobbin case and the bobbin case inserted into the machine correctly. Make sure that it is pushed in all the way and that the finger is in the up position. And then you can close that. And then once again with our threading, we go from the spool pin underneath this metal hook in the back, down this thread guide, swing under this metal plate, up on the right side of the take-up lever, down on the left, and that hooks it into the take-up lever, and then go down to this hook, and then through the needle with the thread tail to the left. Once you have that done, you are ready to start sewing.